Okay, for the looper bootloader, when it's hanging in the bootloader mode, you first have to open the case of this, the top screws, the back screws, the front screws, which are very easy to open, and the back screws, which are not so easy to open. These are Torx style screws. You can open it with a very small slot like screw, 1 millimeter or something. You can open it. This one is, I think, loose. The other things are screwed with nuts on the back side, and the nuts are in a stack, so the nut itself is mounted with other screws from the top. So it's a bit tricky to assemble this device again, but you can do it. You best look at the Midify do-it-yourself build tutorial of Peter from Midify at the end of the video, how to assemble these screws. You don't have to disable all the stacks of PCB which are in there. So, when you open this device, you will have a stack of PCBs like this on the bottom, and then top, and then a display. Yeah, I can show you this because this device is not assembled. You will only see the back side of this, but this is enough. Just to explain, there is sitting the CPU on this slot, and this is this. And there is a pin called PA0, which, when it's connected to ground, will boot up normal, and when it's something above 0 volts, like 0.5 volts or floating, or 3.3 volts, it will not boot up. Yeah, so the best thing is to connect this pin PH0 to ground. Now we have to identify this on the backside of the PCB, because this is all we see. And yeah, just to show you, this is the PH0 pin, and it's connected to this resistor. And this resistor is connected to this jumper. And this jumper is on the other side connected to 3.3 volts. Okay, and on the other side with some resistors connected to ground. So, one thing you can do is solder these resistors, or if you want to go sure, just connect this pin to a ground pin. Okay, that's what we want to do. There are 4 pins, 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, and the second pin has to be connected to ground, or no. There are 4 pins, and then there's a resistor, and at this left point of the resistor there should be the ground contact. Okay, so we mirror this and find this. Okay, we are here. Here is this jumper symbols, or whatever this is, and here are these 4 pins, and here is the other side of the resistor. So this is the pin where we have to connect to ground. Okay, flip it again to show you again. 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, then a resistor, and then a connection to the PH0. Okay, it's this connection in the near of G5A, it's labeled here. This contact. Okay, solder here a point, a a wire and find a ground contact. Okay, where is a ground contact? Let's have a look. Ground. Here's a ground contact. Okay. Here's a ground contact. Okay. Connect these 2 points with wire. And then the the GA0 contact of the CPU will always be 0 volts. So it should boot up normal. So solder here, the near of the label G5A, and this contact this to this. Okay, that's all. And before you assemble the device again, please try it before if it really works. Okay, because the assembly of the looper is not so easy. This screws with these nuts here, it's just take a while. Yeah, okay. I hope this helps you a bit. And on my looper normally I solder here a pinheader and mount here a switch to switch between 3.3 volts and ground. So I can switch between bootloader and normal boot up. Okay, I hope this helps. If not, contact me again. Bye.